Hello everyone and welcome to Old Stuff with Mike. Today we're going to look at a Zenith radio that was made back in 1950 or 1951. You'll notice that it's an AM only radio, no FM, nothing fancy, because back then FM was still something of a novelty. Most radios didn't even have an FM band. The fancier radios back then would have a shortwave band or maybe a police band, but most of your more inexpensive tabletop radios, which is what this is, would just simply have AM and nothing else. And one thing that you will have to say about this radio is it just has a sheer simplicity to it. I mean, looky here. I mean, you've got this knob that turns it on and then it controls the volume. Then you have this knob over here that tunes into the station, and that's it. And that's a kind of simplicity that's really sadly lacking in a lot of the things that are made nowadays. Things can just be so complicated. When we turn this radio around and we pop open the back, we can see the old-fashioned loop antenna, which is connected to the variable capacitors, in other words, the plates that move back and forth when you tune from one station to another. They literally tune in with the station. And we can see right here that this is indeed a vacuum tube radio, and the 35W4 over here, that just refers to the power supply tube or the rectifier. And then this switch and this RCA plug that we have here, this is so that this radio can be used in conjunction with the turntable or record player if you prefer. The switch moves you back and forth between the radio and the phonograph. And then you see that this is just one single RCA plug. That's because it works with a mono as opposed to stereo record player. And, well, it wasn't a bad setup for the day. And the turntables in question were usually just ones that were designed specifically to play 45s, that is singles, and nothing else. And that's just a little bit of history provided for you right here. And, well, you know what? Speaking of how this thing works, let's turn it on and give it a try. Okay, we've got it put back together and we've got it plugged in. Let's just turn it on now. Go over like that. And just wait a little bit because it does take about... Hey, it's already warmed up. Never mind my little warning there. We're getting some static here. Let's see if we can get a station.
Adventure, wasn't it? Absolutely. He was really good at processes and
he was really good at processes.
Managers manage.
Oh, it's sports. Okay, never mind.
Harrison.
And the weapon he suggested
What?
long ago placed in the hands of
Okay, it's an old time radio drama. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't realize I owned a time machine. I thought it was just a radio, but okay, I mean, what is it? Fibber McGee and Molly? Is it The Shadow? I mean, what's going on? Well, this is some unexpected good luck. But you know what? A lot of times, when I'm trying to listen to one of my old radios, and I do have quite a few, I can't find anything that I like. But I have a way of getting around that, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Okay, we're looking at the back of the radio again. And what I do is I take a cell phone like so, nice modern device, and I connect it to the RCA plug in the back. And I make sure that the switch is over to phono, so just kind of like it's taking the place of the old-fashioned phonograph. And I take what I have right here is this little homemade cable that's RCA plug on one end and a stereo connector for the cell phone on the other end. It's a little thing that I put together from spare parts on a rainy day, and we do have the occasional rainy day in this part of the country. I just put that in there, and I just kind of, well, do a little maneuver here. Got that thing over there. Plug this baby back in, and by golly, we're going to want to have it set so that it's not on any particular station, because even when the switch is over where it's supposed to be, you do get a certain amount of interference. And you just turn it on again. Bring it up just a little bit. Then you find the song that you want on your cell phone. Here's a good one. Make sure the volume's up all the way on the phone. And let's see what happens. It kind of goes with the radio, doesn't it? It's pretty lucky to find that radio drama tonight, but on nights when I'm not so lucky, this is what I do. And it really works out pretty well. You get that old-fashioned vacuum tube sound, but you get your favorite songs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Old Stuff with Mike, and thank you so much for tuning in. You take care now.